Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing a whole collection palette bingo. This video was inspired by Sophie Alexandra. I'll link her video and her channel down below. I think other people have done it, but I just thought it looked fun, and I thought since I've done palette bingos with most of the eligible palettes in my collection, so palettes that have more than 8 shades, because when you only have like 4 or 6 shades, you're not really randomly generating anything. I thought this would be a fun way to incorporate some of my smaller palettes as well as just getting maybe a more unique color story than we have for the past couple of palette bingos. So without further ado, let's randomly generate some eyeshadows. I actually keep all of my powder eyeshadows in a spreadsheet for Pan Those Eyeshadows. I have 279 eyeshadows, and they are separated by ones that have pan and ones that don't, so I'm just gonna have to see how this rolls. So generating them on my laptop, I got 219, 196, 131, and 56. Okay, let's see what these are. 219 is Trust Fund from Boss Babe Dolly palette. 196 is Noir from my ABH Sultry palette. 131, yes, 131 from my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, and that's the shade Demure. And 56 is the shade Indulgence from my Tarte 2017 Holiday palette. So I'm going to go grab those 4 palettes and I will be right back. Here are the palettes. Starting off with Buxom Trust Fund is a purpley shade right there. I have used this palette a good amount. I reviewed it on my channel, which means I spent a good amount of time putting together looks and forming thoughts on it. So that is a beautiful shade. Then we have Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, and I pulled the shade Demure, which is actually this like light pinky shade, which I was thinking it was a shimmer for some reason. And that is that shade right there. We're getting a very nice color story from this. Hopefully the other 2 go along with it. Then Noir from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette is obviously the black, and I got the shade Indulgence, which is that shimmery purple. Wow, okay, so this ended up working out pretty well. Okay. I'm going to roll one more shade just to see what we get. Supernova from my NARS Ignited palette. So this is another one. A lot of shades and palettes that have been in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. Okay, so now I've got kind of an orange. That is interesting. So I am going to think for a minute and I will be right back to jump straight into this look. Okay, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to start with the kind of crease color, which is Demure from Rose Gold Remastered. I'm just going to put this all in my crease and take it kind of high up. I have a feeling from this color story that this look is going to be anything but natural, so we're just going to go full send. And there we go. So now that both sides are all blended out, I think I'm going to start going in, smoking out the 2 darker mattes, and then I'll see kind of where it makes sense to place the shimmers as more like accents to the look. It's kind of what I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to go in with a MAC 217S brush, and I'm going to start building that up on the lash line and outer corner. And taking a little bit of Trust Fund along the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to go in with this kind of like gigantic smudgy brush and a tiny bit of the shade Noir and kind of mimic what I did with Trust Fund. Then I'm going to go back in with Trust Fund kind of over it. I go in with a flat pointer brush and just take Noir like right on the lower lash line. Super close in. And then, you guessed it, blend that out with Trust Fund by Buxom. Okay, I think we've both highlighted the shades that I have used so far well, like you can see each of them. And I like the amount of drama that I got from them. Just gonna clean up the sides a little bit with a matte cream shade. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of this cream eyeshadow stick, teeny tiny bit, and then just tap that out on my lid. And then now, which shimmer do I want to go with on the lid? What if I did a purple all over the lid and then the orange in the inner corner? Let's try it. It's just makeup. And I'm just gonna put it on like the inner portion of my lower lash line as well. And then I think I'm gonna go in with this orange on the inner corner as kind of like a pop of color, but also bring it up and kind of meet it with that demure shade that we laid down first. I think that looks cute. I'm really tempted to go in with the shade, which is Ignition, just the tiniest bit. I'm just gonna more tightly line my upper lash line with Noir from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think now is officially the point where we step back, we put on some mascara and finish off the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you the finished look. Back through the power of editing, here is the look with mascara. I went in kind of heavy with the blush just because I was enjoying this purpley and pinky kind of iridescence we have going on in the eyes, and that is really everything that I have for the look today. I really enjoyed this. I was surprised at how cohesive the color story was from my entire collection, but then I really thought about it, and I have a lot of palettes that have this color story, and then I also have a lot of palettes that have like either purples or like peaches. And so when I realized how many of my palettes have these tones, it was less surprising. And it also opened up my eyes that maybe I don't need any more palettes with this color story. So that is everything that I have for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed today's video, please let me know. I would be interested to do this again to see if I get more of these shades or if I get something completely different. And most of all, I hope you are having an incredible, amazing day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.